Wisconsin Governor Scott Walker today authorized members of his state's National Guard to carry firearms while on duty. Wisconsin becomes the seventh state to arm their guardsmen after last week's attack on military facilities in Chattanooga, which left 4 Marines and a sailor dead. The governors of Arkansas, Indiana, Florida, Louisiana, Oklahoma, and Texas have also armed their National Guard units. My next guest says gun-free zones need to end immediately at all military installations. Joining us now, Milwaukee County Sheriff David Clarke. Sheriff, good to have you with us. This is notable because we are not hearing anything from either the Pentagon. Well, we've heard from General Odierno, who is very concerned about arming Marines, all service members, and recruiting stations. Do you disagree with him?
Well, somewhat. I mean, he's a learned man, but I'm more concerned about the homegrown terrorist who is armed to the teeth, who can go out and then prey upon servicemen. First of all, I want to salute those servicemen, the 4 Marines and the Navy petty officer who gave their lives in service to their country, and the law enforcement officer who was injured as well. Kudos to Governor Walker. I got the notification this morning from his office that he was taking that action. Very important. See, what you have to keep in mind is that some of these National Guard recruiting centers and other armed forces service centers or recruiting centers are in commercial retail areas. So you have the public also in the middle of this thing. And but for the grace of God, there wasn't more bloodshed than we saw in Chattanooga, Tennessee. It's good that these governors are taking action. We don't need hearings in Congress. They take too long. But we need people to act in order to protect the homeland and to protect not only servicemen, but law enforcement and citizens as well.
Service centers, the sanctuary cities, I mean, your view on sanctuary cities and what has taken so long to deal with just the plain fact that it's a violation of federal law.
Well, other than one candidate in the presidential race on the GOP side, nobody else has wanted to touch that. See, in Washington, Lou, as you know, I mean, you know this better than anybody, you talk around issues, you don't talk about issues. And anytime you talk about an issue, you come under attack. But sanctuary cities get people killed. Sanctuary cities are not safe. The reason why they're not safe is because criminal illegal aliens prey upon even other illegal immigrants who are in the country just trying to keep their head down, trying to make their way through. They know they're in the country illegally, but they're not drawing attention to themselves. A criminal illegal alien knows if I go and hold that person up, steal from them or whatever, they can't call the police or they'll be identifying themselves as in the country illegally. So they prey on those individuals. Also, American citizen criminals prey on illegal immigrants because they too know they can't report these to the police. So we have a lot of crime going on in these sanctuary cities that goes unreported, underreported, and we don't know about it, and so we can't help them.
And it is also very clear, too, that the sanctuary cities are really one of the basic premises of the sanctuary cities. A reason for existing is a distrust of their own law enforcement officers. Again, an implicit insult to men and women in uniform serving those cities and those communities.
Sure. Obviously, with the police, their understanding of the police culture in Mexico anyway, they know that it's corrupt, and so they don't trust the police, and that kind of carries over. It's cultural and it's behavioral, and that's a hard thing that we're trying to get over right now. But I made a decision a long time ago to participate in the Secure Communities Act that was ended by this administration that fostered this agreement between local police and ICE officials in identifying criminal illegal aliens and deporting them out of the United States. When that program ended, I still made the decision to cooperate. I have an ethical obligation under the Code of Conduct, law enforcement code of ethics, I should say, to cooperate with other law enforcement agencies, and so I continue to do so, and I'm taking political hits here at home.
Yeah, I know that you're no stranger to those political hits, and I know you'll bear up and give as good as you get. All right, I know you'll do better than that. Sheriff, good to have you with us. Sheriff David Clarke, always good to talk with you.